Welcome back to The Good Talk, our post-game recap and Q&A show where we discuss the game that we just played and answer all your burning questions, both Warhammer and otherwise. We just came off of an awesome game between the forces of the Titanwatch and the Evil Tau. It was a super fun game, very dynamic.
Dude, gosh, every time I play the Titanwatch, I just feel how dynamic and expansive this army is and the tools that you have. Yeah. And I'm just overwhelmed. And at the end of the day, I'm always learning something from this army. I'm super pumped. Many casualties were had, as expected, but it was super fun. It was a super fun game. I love Kill Team Cassius. There's a bunch of cool cool dudes in there.
They were cool.
Yeah. I don't know. What did you think about the game?
I thought it was really fun. It was weird. We were both kind of on our back foot.
Yes. Dude. So it was like the game was pretty close. I thought the game was over when I lost that flank, that push, the Outriders, the jump pack squad. When I lost that and a lot of the Kill Team Cassius, I thought the game was over. But it was actually we figured out the score and it was actually very, very close. Yeah. I probably should have played that last turn a little differently. Yeah,
we were. It's funny because we try to like save everything for when we come on the stream, but it's so hard because we're so like impassioned about it, right? Whoa. And it's like things like the assassination near the end.
That honeypot of assassinate. Yeah. Those two guys that I left on the point, I probably could have just shuffled them over. It was more of like I was thinking, should I res a guy and go out of combat, stay on the point, or advance over? I did roll very, very low. I rolled 1s and 2s for all my characters to advance, so that's why you saw that like weird split. Because some of them just couldn't make it over to like get screened by the infantry squad. No. And there was like, if I'm not going all the way that way, then I have to at least hug the wall so I don't get shot. But you zoomed over anyways, so it was a weird one. I should have probably advanced the TAC Marine squad to like fully screen, and then at least you're shooting all the like Riptides or something to wipe them out.
Right, I have to spend a whole unit because I don't have many left.
And then like the Tech Marine barely died.
Barely died. That was nuts. Yeah. Like 2-up save and armor contempt with cover is no joke.
Yeah. So that was like easily a 3-point swing there. Yeah. And then there were some other things that I could probably do, but it was very, very close.
It was great. And it's hard to know in the moment too, right? Because you also are a very defensive player and you were trying to be more aggressive. Yes. Right? Yes. And largely you were quite aggressive, which was good, and it's tough to know sometimes like when to like hang back, like especially with those characters, and when it's to 9 points, it's hard to know.
Right. Yeah. When you're famously a passive player, and then you go to play aggressive, and then you think of the right answer. The right answer can't be go back to playing passive. It can never be that. No, don't be more passive than you were. But the right answer was probably play more defensively. Right. But yeah, it was very cool. Very cool.
It was a ton of fun, and I really enjoyed playing. Very different type of Tau than I normally play. Only one Devilfish, and no stealth teams, and one commander that wasn't even like mega killy commander. So it was cool. The Riptides, I think Riptides have, dare I say, a place sometimes. The double ion was interesting because there was some redundancy for types of targets they wanted to go after, and they're just so unassailable. That has not changed. They're very hard to kill. But I also knew, especially from playing with Zach a lot, that I had to be aggressive. Otherwise, I was going to lose. And as I mentioned, I very nearly could have. Yeah. Even because of the assassination honeypot. I scored early on, was doing well. It was looking like there was a big gap. But then the gap starts to close and close and close. And
I have second turn, so I can like make up a lot of points.
Exactly. So I like the Riptides for that too, because I could be aggressive with them, and they weren't in too much danger, like ever. And that was normally can't.
I think it's like Tau Sept and Borcan where they really shine, right? Tau Sept, they have at least the reroll, right? Which is a good ion. Yeah, and then in Borcan you could do the no invuln.
No invulns, yeah, because you want it on a big single activation with big damage and big AP. Yeah. So I think they do have their place. And look, Viola, not a super popular.
Chapter Brotherhood
Gryffindor House.
Sept, yeah. Yeah, it's like they're like you're gonna build that way. You do Farsight or you do some of the custom ones.
But the mortals were awesome. I used it like almost every turn.
They were like you used the strat and it was guaranteed like you were gonna do 6 mortal wounds, and
I definitely think you found a weird niche for XV9.
The hazards, man. Yeah. Oh my gosh, so many shots.
It's 3 Marines.
Yeah, because the first time we did it was kind of mean. We're like, we should just do it because it's cool.
Whoa.
And then it was like, no, I need this, and it popped off. I was like, I need this, and it popped off, and you're just like, what is happening?
3 or 4 times
guns
later.
Like mortal wound hands.
Yeah.
This is crazy.
Yeah, it's interesting. I haven't played against. I haven't played a game against new armor content Marines. But because there is also coordinated engagement where 2 units target the same and they both get an AP.
Exactly.
But that still makes the hazards AP 1.
Which is nothing.
Which is still
so
nothing.
Yeah, you have to stack them.
I'm curious about some of the other guns now.
Right? It's interesting. It's interesting. So look, super fun game. Do you have an MVP? Someone that really outshined everyone else?
MVP. The Redemptor just going off on the Devilfish was the highlight to me. I can't think of any other play. I was just like, oh, okay, I guess he has it handled. Like I don't need to shoot anything else at it. That was a big moment. I don't know. Kill Team Cassius was just fun to play and like figure out the different characters.
Yeah.
But I guess the Redemptor.
I think the Redemptor, like so much of the game was about the Redemptor.
Yeah.
It was his shooting, his potential fights.
He was my Riptide almost.
Yeah, he was. And I'm like playing Ring Around the Rosie with him. There was so much about him. Even when he wasn't the focus of the game, it was all about him. So I think of him for sure.
And he almost lived. He was on 1 wound for a while.
God, he was so scary.
Yeah, it was that 1 plasma.
The
last plasma.
Yeah.
Oh.
What did I guess I'm kind of curious, Adrian. What did John have that you were really afraid of charging your Riptides, other than the Redemptor?
Oh,
yeah, I guess that's it. Yeah, I was actually waiting for you to just like jump up and just like risk it all.
Right.
You kind of, that's the thing. You kind of can't do that with Riptides because they flub.
They flub, and I was not Kalyan. So one good tag, and I'm done.
Ooh, this is the other thing that will make Riptides good is Kalyan.
Kalyan would be super
because they can make it to the end.
Yeah,
and the Ion is 6 dice, and 4s are exploding at the end of the game.
Yeah, it's cool,
so
right?
The misses are suddenly like
I honestly would have taken Kalyan 100% if it wasn't for the secondary, which was awesome.
Yeah.
You maxed that out so fast. I'm like, wait, he has 12 already, but it maxes on turn 3.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
Now in hindsight, I could have done it as Kalyan.
Yeah. Which is
just do the same thing in turns 3, 4, and 5.
Oh, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
3, 4. Yeah.
So it's scary because you don't know how the game's gonna go, right? Yeah. But it is just reclaim it by the end of your turn habit. So even when you did take it from me, it's like take it back. So I don't know. It was interesting.
I'm definitely gonna try it next time
it's cool
with Kai.
It's a good second.
So I really like them, and I was even impressed with the Crisis. The Crisis is still great. All
is that
burst.
your MVP?
No, I think I'm gonna give it to the Riptides actually.
Okay.
Because they were just such bullies, and they solved problems. It was like, hop over, solve this problem, hop over. Actually, they didn't even have to. Just rotate, solve this problem, be bullies, and be this consistent movement without advancing. Yeah. That even was still catching John off guard.
I'm not sure the fact that you have a 2-up even ever came up. I think he only ever shot.
You probably did the most damage to yourself with that the Devilfish explosion.
Yeah.
That was exciting.
When you that was nuts. Very briefly, when he shot the plasma, the Redemptor plasma is AP 4.
Yeah.
And I don't have Armor of Contempt, so I needed my 4+ invuln.
Okay.
So again, the 2-up didn't matter.
Yeah.
That Devilfish though, that was play of the game for sure. If we're doing play of the game.
We just need to put that on replay.
Oh, that was so painful. It was like, and I remember from the last game.
You rolled low on a D6 mortal wounds.
Yeah,
that's
true.
You rolled fine.
That's true.
But it could have been
It could have been horrific.
Could have been better. Could have been worse.
Gosh, man. Well, awesome game as always. If you guys have any more questions about it, feel free to let us know. We're happy to answer. Now we do have some super chats to get through.
Yeah, thank you, Peter. Qatar loves you mostly. If you come for the World Cup, 40K games can be had.
Oh,
are you guys
cool.
as interested in this mostly part of Peter's message as I am?
I know. I was like I'm gonna. Should I still be waving?
Yeah, I know, right? Like wealthy Gulf state. Mostly everybody there loves you. I'm a little nervous about the types of people there that don't love me.
Love is a strong word.
Yeah,
love is a strong
word.
That's
true. Maybe
it could be like
they like you.
Yeah, they could.
Other people just like you.
Fairly favor you. You know?
Yeah. That's fair. Look, I just hope Peter isn't mostly about us. This sounds awesome. This is a much appreciated invitation. Thank you.
We definitely.
I wonder what kind of tables they have.
Yeah, me too. Well, I do know. Actually, I can answer that. There is at least one table of Titan's Terrain.
Oh, that's cool.
So that's that has come up recently. It might be Peter because I have actually as well.
That's really funny.
Thank you, digital designer. Hey, Titans. My Grey Knights have been struggling to deal with Marines, Sisters, and Knights, but play the field well. So I'm considering this list as a solution.
Okay.
Blades of Victory.
Yeah.
2 techs, 1 with Rights and 1 with Vanguard aggro. Grandmaster Nemesis Dread Knight with Hammer Jump 3++. Van Dread with Multi-Melta. 2 Dread Knights, 4 Strikes, 5 each, 1 group of 5 Interceptors. 3 Helverins with Hunters of Beasts. Starts on 0 CP. Thoughts?
What?
Interesting.
Sharp left turn there.
Whoa.
What do you think about this,
Yeah,
John?
I mean, it's 2 detachments, so yeah, you're starting with 0 CP. That is very interesting. Obviously, the cop-out answer is make sure you're taking swords, which I'm sure you are if you're struggling with the AP.
This is what's Blades of Victory?
I'm trying to. This is the one I keep like looking at digital designer sideways about. Like Blades of Victory. I don't remember what they do, but it's probably for a good reason. I can look it up quickly, but
sure, yeah. You'll also have to talk about Hunters of Beasts when you get a chance.
What is Hunters of Beasts?
I don't know.
Oh my!
I've not played the new Knights.
Oh my!
This is all you, John.
Yeah,
this is literally
it's been a while.
a John question.
Knights and Grey Knights. This is a night list.
The Helverins don't have a lot of AP as well, though. Even though they're 3 damage,
they're only AP 2.
I can see why you're struggling there. Blades of Victory. This is a psychic spell for reroll charges. Not bad.
Respected.
Vanguard Aggression is Blades of Victory core within 9 inches of this warlord.
They have the relic. Relic to give a pregame move.
Oh yeah, this is what I'm. Yeah, I'm like.
Hunters of Beef. Yeah.
9 inches.
Definitely.
Within 9 inches of the warlord can move 6 inches. Okay, before the game.
Oh wait, everything within 9, all core.
After.
That's pretty interesting.
No, it's 1 friendly.
One
it's
friendly.
It's 1.
Okay. Well, that's still good. That's what I would have expected it to be.
Interesting. Okay.
Huh.
And then it's mortal wounds based on toughness.
Yeah.
Interesting. Radiant Strike. It's cool.
Hunters of Beef gives +1 to hit against monsters and vehicles, and +1 damage against Titanic. Okay. So is it vehicles you're specifically worried about? That would explain the Helverins, at least the high damage, not that amazing of AP. Because otherwise, why not Warglaves? Right? Get the Melta AP. If you do the big chops in melee, I think they're pretty decent AP.
Yeah, and you still have the Melta.
Yeah.
Right, for the vehicles. Yeah, that seems to solve your AP.
I would consider that, unless it is like these. Oh, he said Knights. Remember, Knights is. Oh, but the Melta's decent against that. I don't know. I almost prefer Helverins in this situation.
You mean Warglaves?
Warglaves.
Yeah. I mean, I can see why, as a Grey Knight player, you want a lot of range, but yeah, I wonder. No, there's no way the techies work on the Helverins now.
No.
Yeah, I'll try Warglaves. See how that works. Gosh, that's a lot to bring it down, as well.
Yeah, he said he was actually torn between the two. I think I like the Warglaves. If Armor of Contempt is specifically the thing you're worried about, AP2 is just not enough. You need AP4. Look, this guy had what, 4 and 5 up saves from Melta from AP4. It's craziness.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think we would.
Would you mix to go to an all-comers type situation? Do you want 1 and 2?
You could do 1 and 2. You could do like 1 Helverin sits in the back, 2 Warglaves. Yeah, that's a good point.
Sure.
Interesting.
Thanks, Digital.
It's a cool list. I need to see this in action. I don't know. Next time I see you, we should play, or I'll watch one of your games. This is an interesting list. I want to see how it works. Because I don't know what to do with Grey Knights currently. So he's definitely a knowledge bank.
You're adrift. Oh, well, don't worry. You're not done with Grey Knights yet.
Thank you, Titans. Thank you, Fantasy Dreamer.
Yep.
For us, the Titans. And not one we sent to ourselves. My 20 Paladin list with full Nemesis Dread hammers. Is that what that is? What's that?
I don't know.
Nemesis, whoa.
What
yeah, right?
it?
You want to say Nemesis Dread hammer.
And PC,
player characters.
Full No, it has, with
I feel like I know a lot of the Dread Knight.
NDH and PCs have what?
We suck. Well, anyways, let's see the rest of this.
Is it a Dread?
So, full NDHs and PCs.
Digital designer, if Fantasy Dreamer is not still here, digital designer, you're Grey Knights. You should know this.
And this is
I
Dread.
guess.
Fate's Daydreamer.
Maybe
it has to be a unit, right?
Is K Nemesis Dread Knight? Could K and H are kind of near each other in the keyboard? They're pretty close. There's a J in between.
But what are PCs?
What's the rest of the question?
Have gone 5-0 at my local game store for 2 weeks in a row. Outside of this core, I'm fairly flexible. What would you suggest to complement this list?
Cool.
Yeah. Wow, 20 Paladins. Jeez Louise.
Side cannons for PC. That makes sense. Yeah, side cannons. Paladins can take side cannons. Right?
Oh, wow. So he's literally just talking about the Paladins, and he wants us to figure out the rest of the list.
The core is 20 Paladins with whatever NDH is.
Are those hammers?
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
D something?
That's expensive.
Demon hammers and side cannons?
Yeah, that's expensive and crazy brutal in combat.
Thank you, Fate's Daydreamer, by the way.
Yeah, thank you. Interesting. Okay.
I mean, look, if you're going to invest in those pallies, you might as well get your bang for your buck.
Yeah. Okay, I guess, there you go. That answers it. You need an apothecary.
Yeah, Nemesis Demon.
You need an apothecary. It's going to cost a CP to res someone, but I think it's worth it if it's a paladin.
And he needs little guys, right?
He needs some MSU to hold down the fort, right?
Around, yeah.
So I would take some intercessors or just strikes that you probably already need, and just have them on points, doing actions, psychic actions, doing banners, whatever you need.
How many points is 20 paladins?
It's a lot, dude. I want to say ballpark of 1,200. Yeah.
Okay. So he has no room.
Maybe probably more if he's taking all the upgrades.
So he's no room for anything big. So he's just like a couple characters and interceptors.
We're around 1,500 with basically the troop slot filled, taken care of, and now he needs HQs with the rest of the 500.
It's like an all infantry. It's gonna be kind of fun.
Yeah, it's gonna be super fun.
Yeah, definitely.
You definitely need maybe a chaplain or a Nemesis Dread Knight character. Just to have maybe what's his name? Teleporty guy. Stuck in the warp. Name character?
Caldrago.
Caldor Drago would be great. Just throw another paladin in there. Throw another Terminator guy, and then you'll get chapter master rerolls, right? So.
Oh, I see. I see.
Really great.
Just put more eggs in.
Yeah. Might as well go all in.
Well, yeah. Hear me out. What about more paladins?
More paladins.
Oh man, this is cool.
Drago.
My
boy.
Thank you, Fate's Daydreamer. Greatly
appreciate it. That's probably your list.
This is cool.
This unit's gonna kill anything it touches.
It's so fun.
I can't think of anything that it won't kill. Yeah.
No.
Thank you, Eli. My Tau. Hi, Tau is my main army and my first. I want to change it up some and want to do some Piper Make stuff. What printer did you guys use and any suggestions?
Yeah, totally. So we used a Photon Mono. Just Photon Mono, not X or anything. Which was, I think it was one of their first like mono screen printers. Anyways, it's relatively accessible as far as 3D printers go. It's not too expensive. They were actually just on sale for $200 each. And I think they might, if you go on Amazon, I think you can get them still for the same price. I don't know, I'm saying quietly, they can't hear me. So it's small, so it fits in, on a desk or whatever. And sometimes I want a bigger one, but most of the time it's fine, especially when you're printing models. Pretty much all the Piper stuff except for maybe like the giant Storm Surge model will easily print on that. You just do multiple prints for whatever. So I would recommend that or whatever the most recent iteration of that is, right? So they have like the 4K versions now, which is awesome. It's going to give you better resolution. And overall, have had a pretty good experience with it. So I would recommend it. I would just see whatever the newest version of that is, and get. I actually just replaced more parts on mine because it's so I want to keep it around. It's worth even paying to replace parts for. So, look, there's a lot of cool stuff there that Piper makes. Definitely check it out.
Nice.
And enjoy.
Thank you, Steelyard.
Oh, here we go.
Your Geller field fails. Congratulations, you've been chosen by Zinch. Now you must choose your new base form to be made evil. Name a Pokemon. What Pokemon are you changing into?
Ooh, this is a good question, dude.
Jinx.
What?
The mime. Is that like
Mr. Mime?
No, that's Mr. Mime.
That's
Jinx
Mr. Mime.
is like the. she's
like the
a big
blonde
blob
lady?
with like a wig
Yeah. Oh,
and
yeah.
big lips.
Yeah.
And she goes Jinx.
Hey, is that yours? Really?
I don't know. I probably shouldn't be my answer, but I want that to be my
Is
answer.
yours Mr. Mime?
Who? Me?
Mr. Mime.
Is Mr. Mime
You just
anyone?
really want someone to say Mr. Mime. Mr. Mime.
Look, it's gonna be Psyduck or Squirtle with the glasses, man.
Yeah, Psyduck's pretty cool. I was thinking about him too. Why Squirtle with the glasses?
Because he's the coolest
That's
Pokemon.
the coolest Squirtle.
That's the
That's
cool.
true.
Well, there's-
Why aren't why aren't you guys thinking of like, are you guys worried about not being like one of the more evolved Pokemon?
Wait, what's your answer?
Whoa. Oh,
Honestly, mine is not great either. I think mine would probably be Meowth.
you are such a Meowth.
Oh my god, you literally Meowth.
I love Meowth. He's amazing.
Oh my god, it's so perfect. You're definitely Meowth and you're definitely Psyduck.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Yeah, he's always like, yeah.
I thought about it. Chad thought about it. I'm Psyduck.
It's
Yeah.
so good. Oh my god.
Psy.
That's so good. Wait, what Pokemon am I then? It's not Jinx.
It's not Mr. Mime.
It's not, I'm really concerned about this.
Oh man.
I don't know.
Ooh. Cubone maybe?
Cubone.
Cubone, Marowak?
I wear the skull of my mother.
Oh, that's the
It's
little
more-
guy with the yeah.
Little dark, but I was thinking that he's cool.
He's
He
kinda
has some
cool.
swag. He has some swag.
Yeah, like I'll take Cubone.
Takes care of his skull,
Yeah.
you know.
What
Yeah.
Pokemon is Bridger? Let's wildly speculate.
Ooh, that's a good question.
Look, there's definitely a perfect Pokemon for him. Just need to think of it.
I just need to look at all the Pokemon.
Right?
We'll have to get back to you on that.
Let's just do the Pokemon
Steelyard.
song and go through all of them. Ready? Yeah.
we can remember.
Look, the Steelyard. This is a great question. It's gonna require more pondering for
Yeah.
sure.
Thank you, Dustin. And Dustin sent a couple buck sticker thingies too. So Dustin, thank you for those.
Thanks.
Hey Titans, looking to build Creations of Bile and already have a Disco Lord, Venom Crawlers, and Warp Talons. Anything else that would be strong there?
Yeah.
Cultists?
Creature of Bile.
Not cultists.
Super cool.
What? You don't like cultists?
Not for this particularly.
No.
They're fine if you want cheap troops. Creations of Bile, Fight on Death, famously an ability that was deemed too powerful for the Harlequins, but apparently these guys can have it, so that's fine.
No, it's Sultana.
Yeah, but I mean, you kind of get it though.
That's fair.
That's
And you
like,
get,
come
extra
on, like,
movement.
you don't, come on, like, think about who it's on for a second.
Hurtful. I like Possessed on them a lot. They have access to Advance and Charge. The army does. And Fight on Death with Possessed.
Do you think like Chosen is kind of good everywhere?
I think Chosen's always good.
Yeah.
Chosen.
And Legionnaires.
I mean, yeah. They kind of have to take Legionnaires.
Yeah,
so-
you have to be.
along with Cultists, you know. You're batting like one for 3.
Well, okay, so Chosen and Legionnaires are always good. Like that's just like,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah. Chosen, yeah. Specifically here, Chosen, I agree. Possessed, I agree with myself.
Yeah. Chosen were great on Tuesday.
I'm a big fan of them.
Oh no, was it Tuesday? Wait.
Tuesday.
Yeah, Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pro Chosen for sure.
Pro Chosen.
What are some of the strats with Creations of Bile?
You put me on spot.
Sorry, I it's because I don't know them.
Let me grab them. This is where
Look, I think Creation of Bile is such a great army. If there was a CSM army I had to start, they would definitely be like top 3 easily.
yeah.
Dude, they had a perfect recreation of Fulgrim.
You,
And they just
it's
gave
just
it
funny,
away.
you're like slightly into like half of this codex at this point.
Yeah, pretty much.
That sounds about right. Bridger
Zach
is
put it in.
Polygon, Porygon doesn't do socializing well, just does tech stuff all the time.
And
and Adrian is Hitmonchan because of all his karate chops and hayas.
That's a good one.
That's pretty accurate, and also the hair. So, well, that's pretty good actually.
Oh, he does have hair. It's like a.
I was thinking of the other guy. There's a guy with like no hair.
Yeah.
That's the karate one.
Yeah,
then there's
the bald one.
Hitmonchan.
Yeah.
Who's the upgraded version of him? There's Hitmonchan.
I think they're horizontal. They're like.
No, I think one's. Oh, maybe.
Is it?
They're horizontal like evolutions.
Yeah.
And they start from who?
Oh well, it depends how deep we get. But there's like a little guy that spins on his head.
Little baby ones,
I think.
Right? That spins on his head.
Yeah.
These guys got
like
fighting techniques, and he just break dances.
yeah.
Oh, he's the baby version.
He's the baby version.
That's fair. Never. I retract my comment. I retract my upset. Creations of Bile. Look, very interesting Legion. I've been talking with a lot of people about these guys actually. So, I am wanting to dig a bit further.
It seems like if you're fighting on death, you have the right guys already. Chosen is an easy next step.
Right.
You probably maybe some transports. Can they benefit from a little drop pod that's alive? Also has flies around.
Only for. I mean, you're still making a 9-inch charge, right? But for shooting, sure. Put some Havocs in there.
Okay.
Why not? So, oh yeah, they have lightning fast for fight phase because they have scary faces, which is good. Master's watching. Oh, it's not. It used to be chapter mastery rolls. It's just infantry unit, and they count as being within range of like
a captain.
One of your could be captain, could be the priest, could be the whatever.
Oh, that's cool.
But they're all minor buffs. You know? The priest one is like have leadership 10.
So it's spend a CP and get one of the minor buffs you have on the table.
Yeah. So it gives you reroll ones whenever
interesting.
you want.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute. But of course, the big one, auto stimulants, 1 CP, advance and charge.
Nice.
Excellent.
Yeah, so jump packs is where it's at. Warp talons, raptors.
No core. So.
Oh,
that's core. Oh. So not possessed.
Chosen.
Not warp talons. Chosen. Raptors. Yeah. So yeah, I think chosen is increasingly a great option.
HQ supports. He only named 1 HQ. What else does he? What other HQs does he need?
Well, I still like possessed. Commune? Nah, I like commune. Look at you. Well, yeah, no, I don't like commune. It's cute, but it's cool, but not for competitive. So
we need to get some chosen. I need to get some chosen for the Alpha Legion.
You do. So here, let's do some math real quick because it's also +1 move, +1 strength. So chosen strength 4, 5 with the cursed weapons, 6 with this. 7 if you're Khorne.
Is that it?
I don't know if that makes a difference.
Wound vehicles on 4.
Oh yeah. That's about it.
But they can take a lot of weird things too, right?
Yeah, I'm kind of into them cheap though, honestly. 25 points for just dirt cheap.
Well, the thing is, like, you want to take something weird to like kill vehicles elsewise, and then be Zinch or be marked some other way.
Yeah. Well, no, because they get AP from it too.
Oh yeah, you really.
Because they can take an icon, because they're awesome.
That's right. They're the only other thing that can do
chosen,
that.
man, they're awesome. There we go. And probably master possession for like healing and cursed earth, because I do think you still take possessed.
Sure.
They're awesome. And frankly, I think some of the demon engines are interesting. Like a Mauler Fiend that gets in there, the Mauler Fiend fights on death. That's awesome.
Huh.
Yeah. It's I like it for Venom Crawlers immediately.
Yeah, totally. So.
Because that's what Venom Crawlers do anyway. They like run up, harass something, and die.
That's a great point, actually. Yeah.
And he's got them. Yeah, cool. Thank you, Solaria X. Hey guys, I'm looking to get into 40K. I really like Necrons. Is there anything I should avoid, or is there something easier to start playing with? Thanks.
Ooh, welcome to the hobby.
Welcome.
That's awesome.
So glad to have you.
Necrons, great choice.
That's a good starting army, yeah?
It's a great starting army.
Yeah, famously kind of easy to paint, so I hear.
Yep.
Not a crazy high learning curve when you're playing them. Like you lose some guys, you're not necessarily wiped, right? It's not like Harlequins or something.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, forgiving, right?
Yeah.
As you're learning. And I don't know what the current Necron market looks like, but traditionally through 9th edition, you can get them for relatively cheap. Because of Indominus box and other starting sets and stuff. So Anything to avoid a monolith. Well, here's what I'll say. I think the things to avoid early on are things that they might be very cool. So if you like them enough, then that overrides what I'm about to say. But they might be frustrating to play with and might especially be expensive, like the monolith. A lot of money, a lot of sadness to be had. It's a cool model, but maybe save that until a bit later in your collection.
Yep.
So monolith, the obelisk.
Yep. Probably Forge World stuff.
Forge World, don't worry about right now.
Yeah.
I kind of like to,
Yeah.
like if I was getting into something, which I've done a million times, in 40K, I typically avoid, I don't know, for whatever reason, I kind of avoid the flyers at first. I think of that as like something I'll like, ooh, like if I get deeper into this, but that's maybe just a personal thing.
No, I agree. I think flyers are weird.
Or big things like I haven't done a Wraith Knight yet for my Simhan. I'm like,
sure. It's a big one.
I totally agree.
Yeah, unfortunately, the easier things that you should definitely get are probably the more boring things, right?
Oh, I don't know.
Like Immortals, like Scarabs.
Immortals are so cool.
Immortals are cool.
They're cool. I mean, in the whole like line of Necron things. Cool.
Immortals.
If I want to look at see a pylon or like a bunch of Necron warriors, I want to buy the huge pylon or
He made like a very impassioned, not speech, but you were like, just randomly the other day, you're just like, Immortals are just so
that's right, yeah,
exciting and cool.
I think so.
I was shocked at how much.
Yeah.
They need to be 2 wounds though.
Immortals.
God, they do, yeah.
But I mean, their gun is like, I like their gun is if you've ever had to like pick up a vacuum cleaner with one part of the vacuum cleaner. With, like I love how they're just like they're exterminators.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, their gun is just like. Huge, and it's not really like it's not like this nice aiming gun.
No, it's
because
like
that's not how they shoot. They just walk and they're just like
clean this place up. Yeah,
I don't know. I think they're cool, and they are like the actual warriors from the Necrotier, right? And the Necron warriors were just citizens, I think.
Right.
Or something like that. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah,
exactly. That makes sense.
So, like, I think it's really hard to go wrong with Necrons. You mentioned just a couple things to avoid, and that you're gonna have a great time.
Another super cool Necron you never see, same kit, is the Death Marks.
Dude, that's
so cool with that single eye.
Yeah. And
do
again,
you still have the strat where they intercept you and like, pow, pow, pow. Yeah. God, there's so many cool things.
That's so cool. Still don't see these on the table though. Tragic.
Thank you, Hamsterdam. We know this guy. Hey, Titans. Craft roll questions. What units do you guys use for trading striking scorpions? Too good to trade, in my opinion. Want to use against Marines, struggling with in this age of contempt. Mortals are the answer. How? How?
You came to the right good talk. All 3 of us partake.
Used for trading striking scorpions. Like, what are you trading into?
What do you use for trading, comma? He's suggesting striking scorpions, they can infiltrate, but they're too good. They're too expensive as a trading unit.
Yeah, sure.
As a Tau player, we're trading Crude Hounds.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Right. This is actually the problem I have to say, Hamsterdam, that I have had with the Army Knight. Playing it a few times, I'm like, what do you trade?
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. It's a big problem with the book.
Yeah. Look, I think if you have to pick a single squad to run, you want the one with the Biting Blade, Crushing Blows, and now you don't have to run a huge 10-man of striking scorpions. That cuts your commitment cost in half. You don't run the 10. Run the 5. That already does a ton of damage. And now also think about that infiltrating unit also being like a screening unit as well as a killing unit. And especially if it's that first turn, try to get as much surface area on that charge as possible.
I guess the big thing is like he's got striking scorpions. He's going up against the Marines. Cool, they run in, they kill infiltrators or they kill intercessors, and then just like they're gonna get wiped.
Right.
And was that worth? And my Crude Hounds might kill a intercessor and get wiped, but like they did the thing. They blocked them for a turn.
They blocked them for a turn, and then hopefully you're killing multiple units if you're able to like get some surface area. But sometimes what is it? 130 points, I want to say.
It's what, 17 each?
17 each, and then you pay for the Biting Blade and the upgrade, which is about another 20 points.
What are you trading? What are you doing with Drakari? What are you doing? Right, like,
Like what do I when I play against Craft World?
No.
Ironically,
what are you using to trade?
Oh, sure.
So he's comparing different trades. So like,
trades.
ironically, I think Drakari are starting to suffer because they used to be able to trade that way, and now they can't. So Incubi, for example, how much again? How much per rare? Like
90 for 5.
90 for 5.
110 if you're.
That's still good.
Honestly, I will make this though. Amsterdam, this is not necessarily what you're asking, but I will just say this. I know you also play AOS. Elf armies in both systems should struggle to trade. That should be
elf life is precious.
Yeah, I mean that is a major theme in all of in elf stuff, right?
Yeah. That's true.
But that's not fun if it's like, hey, cool, that's the theme. Oh, it's totally not how the game plays though.
Yeah.
But it's cool, it's the theme.
Totally.
Right. So you have to find some kind of medium.
Yeah. I think there's things that John are saying that I definitely agree with, where I think one thing you could consider is you have one with the Binding Blade, but then you also could have 2 other 5-man Scorpion squads that you maybe don't have as much invested in, certainly not like CP, so they're kind of cheaper and tradier. The other thing is, we talk about Crude Hounds as a great trading unit. Crude Hounds can't kill anything, except for orcs, but that's different. They can't kill anything.
Yeah. I mean... Yes.
What are they going to kill?
Like what? No, you're right.
Can they kill an intercessor?
Larger. Yeah. I mean, they have like 2 or 3 attacks each.
Oh, okay.
AP1.
AP1?
But they wound on 5s.
Winning on 5s, yeah.
They can kill elves?
They can kill scorpions.
Anyways, my point being is you don't have to kill something to be able to trade sometimes.
Right.
So I am a fan of Rangers. I know they're not very popular.
Yeah, no, that's what I was going to say.
You get up in there early, you can trade. And then frankly, even your regular troops, like your Guardians, 10-mans, it's like you're trading a lot for 10-mans, but you can get other things out of them. Just like you were saying, like screening. How many times have we had a game where like a unit runs out or like does a meaningless charge just to swing wide and create like a giant wall in front?
Sure, yeah.
So like turn your disadvantage into your advantage, which is like this thing only comes in chunks of 10 bodies. They're kind of cheap, but it's 10 bodies. We'll use that to spread out and like make this wall in front.
I'll toss 2 other things that I'd like to try. Storm Guardians.
Yeah.
I mean, they're cheaper.
Yeah, they are.
Look, save points.
You're not wrong.
You can get a couple Meltas in there. You can get a couple Flamers.
Suddenly not cheap anymore.
Yeah, so not as cheap. Yeah, good. Back up. And listen, here's the real controversial pick. I think you know what I'm going to say.
Oh, boy.
Shroud Runners.
Shroud Runners.
They're still a little too expensive. This is the big thing we've been saying about them. Like, they need to be like 80. They're 105.
105 is too much.
105 for 3.
Didn't scatter bikes take a huge hit? Like the regular scatter bikes. They weirdly increased the amount of scatter lasers on the Wind Riders.
In the recent points changes?
I think so, yeah. It was a weird like left field.
Scatter lasers specifically, so not even Hail of Doom stuff.
I think so, yeah.
What the heck?
Double check me. Correct me if I'm wrong, chat. And so like...
Wind Riders could be a good trade though.
Three Wind Riders with Shuriken catapults is 60 points unless the points have changed.
Sure.
60, it's so cheap.
And they will wreck. They'll hurt intercessors.
That'll at least kill an intercessor.
Yeah. Look, I will say, Craft World is an army of like specializations, right? There's usually one unit that is really good against, your enemy's unit, but not so great against another. Striking Scorpion's not really good against killing Marines. They're pretty low AP.
Yeah.
You're really just fishing for 6s for the mortal wounds, and now you're investing Doom and Guide, things like that. So maybe your mindset should go into, like, what other unit can I bring to go against Marines? And I would say, Mirror Blades, Mirror Swords, Banshees. Now you're doing 10 attacks. One Exarch is doing 10 attacks, 2 damage with an absurd amount of AP. That could be really good. So just like a ton of weapons. There's Star Cannons, there's Shuriken Catapults, things like that are great against Marines, right? So little
less utility with body count and stuff, but single Vipers kind of interesting.
Ooh, yeah.
Single Vipers.
Vipers are awesome.
30 something. Like, or
no,
40.
not that low, but like maybe 45.
And you get a cannon in there, and
they're cool.
Your choice of weapon.
That's good trading right there.
Yeah.
Well,
that's good trading. That's good elf trading. Thank you. Is this sweetie or sweaty?
It's definitely sweaty.
Sweaty. All right.
Fortunately.
Thank you, Sweaty Melvin. Hey, Titans. Was thinking about trying Abaddon in my T-Sons list. Am I crazy, or is it worth giving a go?
I heard this guy's good.
This guy's nuts.
I hear good things about him.
He's so good.
Can you bring? Wow, you can bring them into T-Sun's list.
So you can, but here's what you lose. One, I think it's interesting, but you do trade for it, and here's what it is. Now I'm gonna let you know, but sorry.
Just tell him.
I like it. I'm into this. You know I love this. I'm excited. I want to see how long you can keep it going.
This is all for Zach.
And I'll tell you, I'm not just excited to see how long you can keep it going. I'm excited to see how long we can talk about how long you can keep it going.
Look, Zach, I'm excited to let you know that I know what you give up when you take this. But you can do it. Just keep in mind. That one's for you, John. But I'm going to tell you. All right, I'm going to tell you.
Because we definitely don't know.
We don't know. And we're really excited to hear.
I can't do it. This is a nightmare. Okay, look, he has to be in a Supreme Command detachment. Okay, good. So, which means he has to be your warlord.
Yeah.
Which means you don't get access to relics, and I think, well, you don't get the warlord traits, I believe, something like that.
Yeah.
I believe you still get stratagems.
Yes, you get stratagems.
But you don't get don't get that other stuff. So no Athenian scrolls, no dark matter crystal, no. There's the only one. But it's a big deal, and so I've played against this. My friend Alex was running it, right? And there's definite sacrifices, but he is awesome. And I'll tell you what he can do. He can chapter master Scarab Occult Terminators.
Whoa!
Because his thing works on Heretic Astartes units. It's crazy.
Well, there's that word again.
Yeah. So give it a try. See if you like it. See if you feel like you don't need those things that you're losing out on, which maybe you don't. It's an expensive unit in an already elite army, but hey.
I think it's like fun to do this anyway, right? Like from a hobbying painting perspective, just like going and grabbing him. You get to paint him up a little bit differently.
Yeah.
You can base them the same though. It's like it's gonna be a cool look. Gonna be a cool diversion from painting T-Suns.
Yeah. Umber Leopard Crystal, Michael Cody. Sorry. Dark Matter Crystal's cooler.
Speaking of Michael Cody, thank you, Michael Cody. Have a Friday so good, he says, that you're more amused than chat seeing John give advice on breaking a painting slump. Hunters of Beef, new Space Marine chapter name, called it.
Hunters of Beef. That's where it's at.
I love it.
You gave a very good answer, by the way.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah. I learned from the best.
I would like there to be like a Space Marine chapter that is sort of in the vein of Space Wolves, like a savagey type.
There is
one.
Denver Spears.
They're like that. Are they Ultramarine successors?
They are, oddly enough.
Okay.
But they're like
I think I know who you're talking about.
White and blue.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're what's the word?
Primaris.
No.
Good guys. Melee focus.
Nah.
Storm shield.
So the Space Wolves are very like Viking-y. These guys are different sort of Norse, like maybe more
Celts.
like Celtic.
Picts.
Picts are different.
Oh, they're not Picts.
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 Don't get me started on the Celtic. It's the Celtics. The Celtics. Anyways, yeah. So them. Like they have like shamans and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
It's really cool, actually. It's really
Minotaurs.
Cool.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, they're like that too? Yeah.
I don't know.
He's just saying names. That is nice, John.
Michael got it.
Tell us about painting.
Thank you, Ian Colbeck. $7 dues. So Genestealer Cult, still bottom of the barrel, or just no one is playing them? Example, skill cap too hard, and Aberrants, will they ever see play again?
Dude, I'm so curious about this. I've been having the same thoughts.
What is going on with Genestealer Cult?
Their scoring looks like it could be good.
Yeah.
Now, I will say it is, hard to play. I will say, hard to play. Expensive army to collect.
Yes.
Lots of models to paint. These are things that also have kept Sisters in check historically.
Yep.
So it's very possible. And they also don't have stupid, busted secondaries like the Sisters do. So maybe, but I'm not sure. I'd be very curious to know.
Yeah. Have we not played them in Nephilim yet?
I don't know.
No, you and I did.
I feel like
Alpha
we did.
Legion versus
okay.
Genestealer
That's right.
Cult.
That's
Okay,
right.
okay.
Yeah. No, I think they're good at Nephilim.
Yeah.
I think they are.
Weird.
So I don't know. Honestly.
Aberrants?
Oh, Aberrants. Man, they're so weird. We'll play them on the channel.
It seemed like they were hot for a minute.
They were for a minute. Yeah.
What's the AP?
2. Yep.
But they're like damage is bonkers.
3, yeah.
Yeah. Great against knights.
Great against knights, which...
But they throw a lot of attacks too, huh?
No,
it's
that's
like
part of the problem.
2 each
It's
or
like 2
one?
each, which is not a ton. I don't think they're terrible, but funny enough, the army is filled with amazing units, and for me, they wouldn't make the cut.
Yeah, why double down on like a slow, expensive
That needs buffs.
Needs buffs.
It's almost like it almost seems best when it's just like, this is literally an all utility army, and the only places I'm going to try to do damage are the hybrids.
Yep.
Just getting lucky on 8-inch charges and.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally. And distributed shooting with a single mining laser in each thing. So, I don't know. These aberrants need to be tougher or killier or have OBSEC or something.
Like a secondary use, maybe?
They can't get OBSEC. None of those millions of little characters can pass OBSEC to aberrants. I cannot believe that. Right?
Here's the thing about it.
No, none of them.
But you have to think about it.
They can take away OBSEC from other guys, which, if you think about it, is kind of like a worse version of that.
Yeah. So, hey, we're getting there.
Yeah.
We're coming around on aberrants. Thank you, damn it. John, did you ever try out that M&B mod?
Yeah.
Did you get to live out your dream as a Necromancer Warlord? Was the 64 gigabyte mod too much for your PC?
Oh, man.
Oh, my gosh. Okay, so this is, gosh, what is it?
Mountain Warblade?
Mountain Blade?
Mountain Warlord is what it's now.
Bannerlord? Yeah, Mountain Blade.
Right, it's Mountain Blade Bannerlord.
Bannerlord. 2.
Well, we got the name of the game. That's it.
Yeah. I'm imagining like a very Napoleonic person on the front of this.
No, actually.
No, yeah.
It does sound like it, though.
Yeah. It sounds like a historical game.
It's a dope mod.
It is.
Yeah, so I downloaded this last night. We finally, Discord and we came together. We decided what games I can play. But it was very late at night. Well, somewhat late at night. It was like 9 or 8. And
very late.
I'm not too tech savvy. I downloaded everything I needed. The mod was installing. I was in a good place, and then I fell asleep.
At 9.
It was like 9. It was like 9 or 10 now.
No. You're so old. I love it. That's amazing.
But I haven't played it yet. But it is installed. I will be playing it soon. I don't know if I want to be a Necromancer Warlord, dude. I want to go straight up vampire.
Be a vampire?
What are you talking about? What is any of this?
So it's a Mountain Blade mod where it's called the Old World.
I don't know.
Hold on, pause.
I don't know what any of this
Go back.
means.
What's Mountain Blade for him?
Oh, it's an open world RPG.
Okay, pause.
Video game.
What's an open world RPG?
I know what that is. And a mod is like a skin. It's like a.
It's like a modification on the game.
Okay.
So it's like an improvement that like a third party does. It's a fantasy Warhammer mod on top of this like very open world. You play as like a war band and you're like going around taking over land and things like that. Very like RPG-esque.
You know, I actually have to say, and if anyone in chat knows, I was in bed the other night, Meg had fallen asleep, and I was like, you know what? I really need to start playing video games. And I was like, I know people play stupid video games on their phones. So I was like, I'm going to see if there's like an Age of Sigmar game. And there was. And it looks like it's popular. Has anyone played the Age of Sigmar phone game?
No, my.
Wow, what
Is it good? Is that how I should play
tangent.
games? I don't know. Like, how do I?
Oh,
Mobile games are like a good like stepping stone, like a first step.
Well, I
into
don't.
games.
I don't have a PC computer.
Sure.
I don't have
There's
like a
some Mac
gaming.
games. There's Mac games. Anyways, this mod looks really cool. I'm into it.
it sounds cool. Yeah, I forgot it's a Warhammer mod.
It's a Warhammer mod, yeah.
That's
so
pretty
you're
cool.
literally in like the new world. Yeah, it's not fully built out yet. It
That's
sounds
cool.
like they only have like the areas around Sigmar.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Oh,
it's
that's
interesting.
awesome.
It's called
Get out of here.
Warhammer AOS Age of Sigmar Arena Battler.
You know the only
Battle
person I know that plays this game is Nick.
Oh really?
Oh, Nick?
Nick.
Oh, that's
Nick.
cool.
You guys can
Nick's
be old
cool.
guys together playing your phone games. Like, you don't
Oh, man.
understand.
I'm excited.
I did get Stray. Weirdly enough, it stresses me out.
Dude, Stray, I haven't played it yet.
It stresses me. It's,
Have you heard about this
Oh,
game?
Cat, yes. So I read about it. And Cat's been playing it nonstop.
Kat has been playing this?
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
It's weirdly stressful, dude. Like I'm not too big into like the adventure,
Cat games?
adventure cat games. Yeah, you could that genre. Not too big. But it is cute. It's very cute and cool.
How's the pacing on it? Like, is it? My concern with it is it would be too hipster indie game and very, very slow.
It's a little slow. The pacing is everywhere. I would say you're going from just
sounds like a cat.
You're going from just like making little basic jumps and stuff to like, oh my god, you have like a split second to react and make the right decision.
Okay.
That sounds like what a cat's life is like.
Yeah,
at least in their minds.
Yeah. We got some cat emojis. I like it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Interesting.
Well, yeah.
Thank you.
The Chris DV.
The Chris DV. Who's the best Ninja Turtle and why is it Raphael?
Ooh.
Look, I think we can all say who the worst Ninja Turtle is.
Yeah, who's the worst Ninja Turtle?
We all know who the worst Ninja Turtle is.
Mikey?
No. It's Donatello.
Donatello's orange?
No, that's Michelangelo. He's the party dude.
Yeah, pizza guy.
Well, they all like pizza, but
he is the
he
pizza.
seems like he is like kind of like manipulated them into being into pizza.
Yeah.
But Donatello seems like he's the type of guy who orders a meatball sub. He's like, we'll split. He like screws up the order. He's like, we can just get 2 pizzas. Donatello's like, no, I don't want pizza. I want a meatball sub. So like, now what do we do? Get 1 pizza, not have enough for me, Leonardo.
It's like the salad guy. Like I'll just get a salad. Like we can get a salad, right?
Yeah, and then or he does that, and then he's like, oh guys, you know what? I'm still hungry. Is there like any pizza left?
Brutal, but fair.
You know he's not. Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Well.
Oh, we did it.
We did it. Thank you all so much for joining us.
Oh no.
Hey, we didn't have someone try to come through the wall today. That was nice.
Oh, that was
exciting.
Oh, we panicked.
Oh, you weren't here.
No.
So we were playing our game, minding our own business.
Yes. So in the studio, there's 2 doors. Chat.
Oh,
yeah.
Someone started trying to come through.
There's 2 entrances. One which we actually use, another one which we checked with the fire marshal. It's fine. We blocked it off.
We pretend it's not there.
We just use it as a wall.
Yeah.
And we just hear this like rattling and the shaking, and it's kind of like vaguely building in the back of all of our consciousness. But we're like not sure, especially Bridger, because it's like right behind him. And he's like,
it's like maybe like 3 feet next to Bridger.
Yeah, and then he just like starts noticing. He's like, whoa, is there an opening? And then we suddenly realize, and the hinges start turning, and this person starts pushing through all this junk that we have in the way.
It was very aggressive pushing.
It opened?
It opened. They were like pushing it aside.
I've never seen it open before.
And John and I were like terrified, but of course, and the first and most logical reaction is we say, whoa. We're like putting our hands up and like, whoa.
I want to go back and watch that because I was like I was slowly losing my cool. Like I could deal with the rattling, but a person actually like. I was like, whoa.
What? This is Tuesday. By the way, guys, this is why we could never have planned that, but that will only happen on Tuesday. That's why you need to be a member, because that will only happen on Tuesday. Wait, okay, serious question. So that door opened?
Yeah.
because we have a lot of stuff in here, and we leave every night, and we lock the one door.
Yeah.
But you're saying that this whole time...
No.
Is it double locked? Is it like top and bottom?
We'll make sure it's locked again, but this was a maintenance cleaning person.
Yeah,
they had a key,
it wasn't
which was all the wrestling.
It wasn't just like
unlocked the whole time.
It's been unlocked the whole time. We've been locking this door. Like Brian has came and forgot a key and had to wait here for an hour. I did that my first week here. We could have just walked in this other
we
door.
leave like tens of thousands of dollars of Warhammer.
Not to mention equipment, everything. Just walking in and out.
No, he's definitely a cleaning person that was new and didn't know that this was connected because we have the recording sign on the other door.
Yeah, please don't disturb.
And so he sees us and he's wearing his mask and we're like, whoa, and he's terrified.
Oh yeah. It's a weird thing to walk in on.
Yeah.
There's a lot of things we could be streaming, but if you don't know what Warhammer is and you walk in on that, that's a weird. Video games, sports betting would have been maybe. There's so many things you could walk. Cooking, you'd be like, oh.
Did I just walk in on 3 men, grown men playing with toys?
Yeah. Is these model trains without the trains?
It was so good, and it was legitimately freaky, and I'm embarrassed by our response. I'm if this was a guy that was actually trying to rob us or whatever, we're just whoa.
Yeah.
Hey.
It really makes you think. It
does. That was our first reaction.
Whoa, we gotta stream.
No swear zone. No swear zone.
I mean, look, nobody swore, so good for us. Anyways, look, just another reason to become a member.
Oh man, I'm gonna go back and watch that. All right, thank you, James CM. Hey John, love your Grey Knights. John, any advice on paying the power armor? Also, just got the combat patrol. Any advice on next buys?
Combat patrol is amazing.
Yeah.
I would probably. You're gonna need more troops. You need. I think that box comes with 2 strike. Correct me if I'm wrong, Digital. 2 strikes in that box. So you need at least 1 more box. Probably some interceptors. And now you need to go in on characters, right? You need, oh gosh, does the box come with, you need a Drago for sure. Drago. I think it comes with a Librarian already, so you're covered there. And maybe a Tech Marine. Nemesis Dreads are still really good. So you kind of have to decide if you want to go the more like Terminator route, if you want to go more infantry, that you've seen kind of, if you watch the Super Chats so far, some people are going, a lot of Paladins, a lot of Terminators. So you already have 5 Terminators in that box, so you can go more down that route. And you already have a Nemesis Dread Knight that you can either turn into a Grandmaster, or you can go more down that route where you're getting more Nemesis Dreads, and now you're taking all the heavy slots for them. So those are your 2 directions. I don't know what the right answer is, to be honest. Probably, I like Terminators and stuff, so probably go infantry.
Digital designer's got the contents of the box there.
1 Dread Knight,
there you go.
1 Libby, 5.
Libby, Terminators. It's a good box.
It's a really good box. I mean,
really good.
It's helped by the fact that the army doesn't have that many units.
This is all the kits.
Yeah,
it's true. So yeah, you'll need like 10 more strikes at least. Cool. Painting tips. Look, you wanna. Okay, Zach, go ahead.
Yeah, if you can. I think the only thing I would do if I was going to paint Grey Knights is I would definitely gloss prime. I'd use gloss primer. We did it on the Alpha Legion. It does make a difference. Yeah. And then don't use, if you want them to be shiny, don't use like dull coat. Don't use like.
Oh yeah, that'd be weird.
Yeah.
I don't even know what silver would look like with the dull coat.
Well, my Thousand Suns, I used it. I used a matte primer. And it just...
Matte primer. Oh, but I do silver on that.
Sorry, matte...
on top.
Varnish, matte varnish.
Right.
So you could actually... You could look at the Alpha Legion, which were gloss primed.
Yeah.
Metallic. Gloss coated.
Yeah.
And compare them... Actually, not coated with anything.
Yeah.
And then compare them to the Thousand Suns, which are normal primed.
Metallic painted?
Metallic painted.
And then... Interesting.
Huh. You'll see a big difference.
Take a look.
Ooh, maybe buy a second combat patrol.
Yeah, that's fair.
Why not 3?
I mean, right? I mean, honestly.
Yeah.
I actually watched a recent YouTube video on all the combat patrols and like how much money you would save. Grey Knights, it's a decent savings. It's not like the most, but you're saving like a good amount of money. It's like somewhere in the ballpark of like 50 to 80 bucks.
Wow. It seems like almost every army. There's, I mean, I won't say no limit to the amount of combat patrols you could buy, but like, it seems like most armies are 2 or 3 are at least going to be good. Right? Like, what army is like, starts to get kind of stupid after just 1? I can't.
Yeah.
Bridger could have some answers for you, I'm sure.
Well, yeah, I don't know. Like, he would have thoughts on the Custodes one for sure. Yeah. Thank you, Caldor Drago's left arm. We haven't heard from him in a little while. Yeah. So we used to be able to take in Grey Knights. This is such a Grey Knights night today.
Yeah, it's so weird.
2 different Sword Club detachments. What and where were the rules changed to make it so?
Great question.
You guys will have to remind me. I think it's... Oh, man. Is it a...
So this is a Nephilim rule. It is in the Nephilim pack. Somewhere.
Yeah. So it's a GT pack rule that literally you have to check that it's there each time they come out with a new season.
Yeah.
Interesting. Yeah.
It says when you pick your whatever bracket, key Space Marine chapter or Sword Club or whatever, you can only replace all of those in your army with one. You cannot use more than one. Is the way it's written. And so,
no, that checks out. I feel like I went everywhere else to when we were looking at guard and the regiments, and like if I can take Tempestus and like regular guard regiments.
Yeah.
I looked like everywhere, like core rules, FAQs, and it was lo and behold, it was probably in the the GT pack.
I think it's just there in the GT pack now. So, yeah, there you are. I know it's weird. The game is very complicated right now. It's never clear where to go. So hopefully it's there. Hopefully
that kind of stuff flies under the radar. Like, I'm still waiting for like something in the new General's Handbook that like got changed deeper in the book.
Oh yeah,
randomly that we like are.
And you make assumptions, right?
Yeah.
That's why the CSM book has been so hard, because there's like concepts that have been fundamental for like 10, 15 years that are changed.
That are not in that.
And
book.
you're used to it, and it's just gone. Yeah, sometimes it just won't be there, so you don't notice that it's not there.
But I feel, whatever reason, there's something about the CSM book that like felt nice. I was like, oh, this is really nice.
Yeah, well, that's because you never played them before.
I've never played them before, but compared to the Craft World book, the Craft World book is like you're just going through pages of here's shrines, here's mini relics, like.
True.
All this stuff, like there's mini relics
section.
It sounds like it's a good time to pick up CSM then. I'm excited.
There's like a thing going on here. I'm not sure what it is, but John's kind of enamored.
John's narrowed it down. Oh, I think another super chat came in. John has narrowed it down to half of the book.
Yeah, like I'm definitely playing
Red Corsairs, Night Lords, or
Creations of Bile.
Also, there's the other like Slanesh-esque guys too. What are they called? Emperor's Children. Yeah. There's also Emperor's Children.
That's not Slanesh-esque.
That's very
because the Flawless Host is kind of gone, I think. Yeah.
Thank you, Noah.
Hey.
Hi, Titans. What do you think of adding one knight into a Blood Angels list just to give you threat overload? Also, John, what about
trains?
What is that? Is that a
it literally says train.
What about train?
You can't see this, but he's
like
hovering over
them
the
or
train.
no, unlike Bridger? Oh, does something come up with the Bridger and trains?
What about train? Do you like?
Oh wait, Zach.
them
No.
or not?
This is like a whole thing.
Unlike.
Do you like trains?
I love trains.
You love trains?
Are great.
What's your favorite train? Wait, you were here for this.
Yeah, I was here for this.
You were.
I've answered this question, and I regretted every I said like one or two.
Yeah.
Of my top 5, and like I regret not saying other ones that just
if you could pick your top 3 again right now, what would they be?
Mugen Train, number 1. Thomas, obviously, classic. It's funny because I'm wearing I'm literally wearing a train, movie about a train. 3, it would.
Don't mess up again.
It would be Chaos Train, like the meme.
Wow.
Chaos Thomas.
You messed up twice.
Oh, dang it. there's a Harry Potter.
Hogwarts Express?
Yeah, Hogwarts Express.
What about the train in Gumby that the track is always going
nobody likes that train.
I'm sorry, Zach. I don't know.
Polar Express?
Oh, Polar Express. Oh my God.
Excellent train.
Oh, you know the movie Polar Expresses?
I'm talking about the book, okay?
Oh, I don't read books.
Well, even children's ones.
I don't read
That was
those.
amazing. Knight in Blood Angels list, just to give threat overload. I don't think you need it personally.
Yeah, that was my thought. Would it help you in any matchups? Could it be useful?
If you want some, I don't know. I was about to say some shooting, but honestly, if you need some shooting, get some plasma interceptors, and then you're going to score on that secondary where you kill with units that deep struck. So
Snowpiercer. That's not the name of the train, is it? No.
That's the name of the movie.
It's also a show now.
Isn't that what you're talking about?
That can't be good. No, there was an amazing movie.
There was a movie.
Oh, but I've only ever seen the movie on Netflix, so I assumed.
No, there's a movie, and now there's also a Snowpiercer show.
Oh.
With David Diggs and Jennifer Connelly.
Interesting. What about the Orient Express? Famous train, also famous in books and movies and TV shows.
Okay. I still like that Gumby train.
Don't like that. Yeah, I'm not a big fan about the Knight. I think it doesn't solve a problem that you have. I think Blood Angels already give you threat overload, more Sanguinary Guard, more beta. People are much more reticent to interrupt now that 2 CP is a lot, and you can control the engagements, unlike a Knight. which can just be shot from behind line of sight. I think I would just get more aggressive with Blood Angels, frankly. More jetpacks, and if you want shooting, get some Plasma Inceptors. That's what I would say.
I hate to say it because having a knight in your army is so cool.
It is cool.
Yeah, I think more Blood Angels. They're just in a good spot right now, and having more of them is going to help you do more of the secondaries, and they just hit really well. Where a knight, a lot of things can go wrong with a knight. So, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree.
All right, for real this time? We did it.
I think another train that you might want to see, because it's not in a book, it's only in a TV show, is the Dinosaur Train. Hear me out. So Dinosaur Train, you know about Dinosaur Train?
No.
So Dinosaur Train is a great show about dinosaurs. Train. But it's a magical train. It's not magic.
Are you making this show
It's science. No, I'm serious. Dead serious.
Science, Zach.
The train goes through tunnels and it travels through time. But it travels through dinosaur time. So they could go through like any time period, but somehow they always go to just different periods of dinosaur time. Yeah. Like the Jurassic period, the Triassic period, and they
what
like learn about.
What channel was this on?
Like PBS Kids or something. Like,
okay.
You know, it's very much like educational.
It's like Magic School Bus, but
Magic School Bus,
but train.
And it's just like amazing. You're like, who came up with this amazing, like dinosaurs on a train that travels through time? Amazing.
Yeah.
Anyways, check it out.
Cool.
It's great. PBS Kids.
So the dinosaurs would get on this train.
Yeah.
They're small dinosaurs, or is it a big train?
It's like a cartoon train. And then there's a conductor who's a velociraptor.
Did not address the size.
But here's the thing. There's like lots of baby dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Some of the dinosaurs can't fit on the train. They have like big.
They got I know what you're talking about. Yeah, like pens.
There's
almost.
a word for them.
Like
not pens.
like
that might be offensive to them. Maybe cart. Yeah, maybe.
Pens are offensive.
But to make it extra complicated, as if this wasn't fraught enough, there's a family of plant-eating dinosaurs. I'm forgetting what kind of dinosaurs they are. That raises a little T-Rex as their own.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But it makes me very uncomfortable because he does.
There's like
a pterodactyl family. That's what it is.
There's like a pterodactyl family with a T-Rex there.
But the little kid T-Rex, he eats meat, and so they have this awkward thing that comes up like constantly of like, what is he eating? And they're like,
pterodactyls ate meat too, but that's
well, not the time traveling ones. It's different. Yeah. And fish doesn't count to them because
they're pescatarians.
They're pescatarians.
Okay.
Who built the train? is there?
Oh, that's grandfather dinosaur.
Oh, naturally.
Somehow he has facial hair. Look, I'm just saying.
Why have you watched so much of this show? Actually,
I prefer not to answer.
All right.
Anyways, look, we've got a lot of exciting stuff coming up Saturday. It's gonna be Harlequins versus the undefeated Salamanders.
Boom.
Briarth Ashmantle making his return. It's gonna be a ton of fun. Members' vote is up now for next Tuesday. It's gonna end at the end of Saturday's game, so do check it out. Look, it's been a ton of fun chatting Warhammer and trains with you. We'll catch everyone next time on the tabletop. Bye.